So this is Camp Creator.
I was like, well, I like new things.
This was a really fun challenge for me.
No one writes a musical for no reason.
I did a little bit of theater in high school, and I was like, I would have liked to have performed this.
This may be the first time I don't feel alone.
A year and a half ago, I wrote a musical called Camp Creator.
At last, the day is here.
A coming-of-age story about a teenage singer, Melody Bell, who gets to discover herself at a special summer arts camp where she meets other creative kids and learns how to collaborate, which I've recently had performed as a stage reading at the Homewood Theater.
I know just what you mean to hold on to a dream.
My name is Lexi Bresnan. I am the education director at Homewood Theater. I think like any new play, I think anything can always benefit from just a live reading with actors.
A lot of the signal chain was focused on noise reduction and then like just EQ timbre reduction.
You were plugged directly into the theater's audio system.
Yeah, it became a pretty sophisticated setup.
I contributed in Camp Creator, just kind of offering my own advice on the process and working through the project as we did read-throughs, as we did various drafts.
I've put together a place for teenagers of all talents. It's a place where they're encouraged to create on their own terms, to come up with their own ideas.
Camp Creator's been a long way in the making, and I wrote it in 2024. I started getting ready for the stage reading summer 2025. It was performed in December. And so the project's been in the oven for a while, but we got this project on like the mixing for the album in like a month and a half.
There are so many people here, and they're all creative people just like us.
I have seen the frustration in your eyes. Your mind is a prison that I'll never see.
Kind of help talk about how we can make the story come to life. But obviously it's a musical, and so much of that is going to be done through music. Every time you would share something with me, and I, maybe I didn't always like say it, but I remember always being just very impressed with like, oh wow, like that character's song feels really unique. Being willing to say like, well, let's give them each an instrument group and be very conscious, and not just do that for fun, but to say, well, no, this actually can help characterize them.
There's
in
a lot
in
of
the story, the characters are working on a song.
Right. Yes,
Right.
That's the interesting thing.
I'll take all my troubles and throw them away. I think somehow it all went wrong. This isn't how I want this song.
Perhaps you've heard too much, and now your ears are blind. As far as I'm concerned, I think it turned out fine.
No.
There's a lot of life lessons we learned. And maybe that's just me, like the pain of like, oh, I worked so hard on this. Well, that just doesn't work for the song. So you have to let it go. And learning to acknowledge and facilitate the artist's vision. Sometimes you get to be more creative than other times when you're doing like production and music stuff.
In you, Audrey, I see a little bit of me.
Yeah, there's a lot of little nuggets throughout the musical. It's like, I kind of relate to that. Like, I wish I had learned some of those lessons sooner.
Yeah.
This is a show that is new and different, and also the story is so relatable to young people and trying to find a place where they feel like they belong and a place that cares about them and their art.
If you speak something that's true and you speak it well, it'll resonate with people, and people will want that. And people do crave, even in this crazy world of ours, I think people crave the genuine.
This was a great project because it was so collaborative.
I'm excited for people to see your work on this one, and I hope they enjoy the live reading.